Hello, Wheaton Academy AP parents and students. I would like to send this little video greeting to you to help answer some questions. Lately there have been a lot of questions about if I'm doing well, is this the right class for my student, and I think a lot of that is partially due to this is often one of the first, if not the first, AP class students have, especially if they're freshmen. And so I want to explain some things that I have explained in parts to the students at different times, but never at once, and not in its entirety at back to school night. And with our new one-to-one initiative at school, this video and the ability to access and watch it over and over because I'm just that good looking makes it easy. So I'd like to start out by saying that this is the 8th year I've taught this class, and it's a really great class. I think it offers a lot of benefits. It is a history class that is not taught about memorizing dates and specific people that did amazing things a long time ago. It is taught to focus on thinking skills, and I think that that makes it transferable to other disciplines, and that is why it's important, and that's why it's a good class to take. The hard part about it, and this is what a lot of students are encountering lately, is that it's fast. The College Board governs all AP classes, and I have to meet certain expectations to be credentialed to teach this class, so they in fact run the show, which means we have to go by the type of schedule that they offer. So it's fast. I try very hard to build in as much slowness as possible. I think that it's important to make things manageable. One of the things I would like to point you to, you could keep watching this and minimize the window and listen to the melodious sounds of my voice while you go to our class page on Academy Central. Once you are on our class page on Academy Central, scroll to the modules, which is where everything is. And then once you're on modules, at the very bottom there's the last tab, the last entry is called Tools. And in Tools is a file called AP World History Updated. And this is a compilation of some specific things that I collected in 2011 when the AP History class changed. This is one of the newest AP classes. It started in the year 2000, and they started the review and editing process for all AP classes in 2011, and because this is one of the newer ones, they went with this one first. So in that document, now that you have it open, you will see the first page is a series of pictures, and I just want to talk through some of those and add in a couple of other things. What I want to start with, actually, before we get to that, is the number 2 story. A lot of people ask, Mr. Lehman, how do I pass this test? Well, there really is no pass score. A lot of people say it's a 3, but when you take this class and take the test, you will then send your score, if you choose, to various universities that you would be interested in, and they would take a look at who you are, your entire schedule, your class rank, GPA, ACT, SAT, your marks on everything, including your score on this test. And then they would weigh that against their institution and give you credits, a certain number, perhaps none. A lot of Ivy League schools don't take any scores, not even a 5. One of my mentors has taught the class since its beginning, and she has given me lots of hints. Her name is Dr. Ryba Epstein. She is recently retired, taught at Maine East High School. She said that she had a student, a recent immigrant, didn't speak very much English but really wanted to take the class, worked very hard to just keep a passing grade all year, really on the edge of D and failing the whole year. Took the test, got a 2. But because of the commitment it took to see that through and to earn a 2, that student from that test alone had multiple full-ride scholarship offers to multiple universities. So they really look at who you are. So when you ask how to pass, my answer is Do your best. And I sincerely mean your best. That's how you do it. So let's look at the AP World History updated file. The first picture you'll see is a picture of an apple core, and it says that the 5 themes are the core of the class. The students know exactly what those are. Do you know what theme 1 is? Humans and the environment. Very good. And they would be able to tell you the rest of them. The other are the 19 key concepts which go in order chronologically through the class. That is the last page in this document. Then it also mentions the 4 historical thinking skills, which we use a lot when we write our essays. We've just written our first essay. I'll talk more about that in a minute. And if you look at those 4 skills with the essay, with students and parents, if you talk this through, you will very clearly see that each of those 4 thinking skills was leveraged in the writing of this essay. The other, the second box is one is a little girl. She looks very frustrated, and that is because my mentor, Dr. Epstein, she said that she's taught AP World History, AP European History, and AP US History. She said this class, AP World History, is the hardest. Now, I don't have any experience teaching the other ones, but if she says it's the hardest, then that means something. It means that you're brave for taking this challenge on. It also means that you're in for some hard work, and that's okay. I will help you every day, but it is going to be a journey. The other thing that I want to point out, the third piece, is that all of the questions could be answered using the 5 themes. If you look at the test questions and think of the 5 themes, you should be able to use process of elimination to chop down some of the bad answers and take a shot at what's left. Removing the bad answers and then answering with what's left is the best way to do it. Don't try to find the right answer in the whole pile of A, B, C, D, E. That's much harder to do. Get rid of the bad ones first. Use the themes. The next one is a sign that says change, and that means that other classes, other AP classes are changing. Our class has already changed. So this class is the model. Other classes that you take in the realm of the AP world will be more and more similar to this one. The next one is a picture of handwriting, and it says that the key to writing is the themes and the thinking skills, the 5 themes and the 4 historical thinking skills. And we do a lot of writing. I believe that if you can write a good essay, and you will, I will help you. We eventually will all be writing high quality, high caliber essays. That once you can do that, you're really well equipped to do everything in this class, and that will transfer also into other areas. That one skill is what will make the difference on the test. If you can write, you can answer the questions as well. The next thing is a picture of a map. The College Board does have a specific map, and you need to know their specific definitions on the map. They're not the definitions, but that's what they use when defining things in their questions, so we need to be familiar with that. The next thing is a paper and pencil. It's a Scantron form, and these are guideline scores for what it takes to earn a 3, 4, and 5. You'll see that there. Now, these guidelines are not absolutes. They are also the statistical compilation of the first 11 years of the class from 2000 to 2010. They are not the ones that include the new current model. So those statistics, however helpful they may be, are not quite as accurate now in the new class, but they offer some help, and they are guidelines. The next box is a box with a city skyline, and it says the word life, and I believe, and my mentor believes, that this class really is about life. Yes, we are preparing to take a test, but this class is not everything. It is not your life. And if it doesn't help you become a better thinker and more able to do life, then it's not worth it. So we will use history, we will use our text, we will do projects that help us get prepared for the test. But I think that if you step back and take a look at how you are thinking and how you are collaborating and how you are writing, will be a better person because you spent time in this class. The last one is a list of frequently asked questions. They all correspond to the essays. Your students just wrote essays, and they can explain what those questions mean. One of the things that we're doing this week and next week is I'm having little 5-minute conferences with each student about their DBQs, about the strengths that they have in them and the things to work on. Overall, they were really quite good. Some of them scored very high. Some of them had the potential to score quite high but weren't quite there. And I'm quite confident that this group will eventually all be writing very, very excellent essays. What they are currently working on while they are doing this project while they're having these conferences, is they're working on a project on ancient Islamic empires. It's fascinating because these empires are well known in a good portion of the world, but not by us. And they're also earning a large amount of points. So if the first test and the first essay were marks that you were not particularly excited about, this is a collaborative opportunity to earn a lot of points and really make a difference in your scores. Having a good score is not everything in the history department. One of the three things that we focus on are rigor, relevance, and reflection. We want it to be pushing you every day to the edge of your understanding and your skills so that you get stretched, so that you are smarter, faster, more able to work better in every area because of this class. And we will do rigorous things. They will be relevant. They will be tied to things that matter to life. And we will have times to do conferences, times to sit and process, to reflect on how we're doing. The last thing I want to point out to you is this book. It is called Cracking the AP World History Test. This is the 2012 edition. Anything from 2011 on is a great one. As long as one of the co-authors, at the very bottom, the author's down here, as long as one of them is Monty Armstrong, M-O-N-T-Y, Armstrong, like Lance Armstrong. He helps write the AP test questions every year, and he is a friend of my mentor, Dr. Epstein. I don't know him, but if he writes a book every year that says this is how to do well on the test, I can imagine that's quite an excellent book to have. It's not something I will ever assign from, but using it, using the practice questions, looking at the timelines, reading his helps, can only help. Many students have asked questions lately, wondering if this is the right fit for them. Completely logical question to ask, especially if it's so challenging and so fast. With the collection of students that are currently enrolled, I'm very excited about the potential, and I think that you all can handle it. That doesn't mean it will be easy. So I encourage you to stick it out. I encourage you to work hard. I encourage you to ask questions whenever you have the opportunity, and if you don't have an opportunity, make one. Write me an email. It's brilliant. Inbox me on Academy Central is also brilliant. I can't answer all the questions because I can't get in your head, so don't be afraid to ask. I really, really will help you. I will pull every trick out of my sleeve that I can pull. In terms of scores, and this is where a lot of concern also comes from, is for many of you, this might be the first class ever, or the first class in a long time, where you don't earn an A, or where you don't earn one very easily. And that's okay. This is a college-level survey class. It's challenging. If it's easy, something's wrong. If it pushes you, that's where it should be. I'm not going to push you and make it hard on purpose, but the nature of the breadth of the material, 10,000 years of recorded history, and the speed at which we go, make it hard. It would be hard if you took it when you were supposed to take it as a freshman or sophomore in college, which isn't for 3 or 4 years. So the fact that you're attempting it now says a lot about who you are. That's rather fantastic of you. You're very brave. I admire that. I did not take any AP classes at all in high school. So you're much smarter than me, but don't tell anyone I said that out loud. That concludes this video. I look forward to giving you a few more as the year goes along. If you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And the best way to contact me is on Academy Central or by email. Have a lovely day.